Welcome back to Quinn at Home. It has been quite some time, but I'm really excited to be with you guys again. This is a really fun craft, something that I want to share for all the couples, but anyone who's not a couple, this is something that you can do as well. So I'm going to show you guys how to make the tie blanket, what supplies you need, but honestly, just from the perspective of Valentine's Day, it's a little bit of a twist. You have the standard going to dinner, things like that. But if you spend some time together and are making something together, you are having the memory of the time spent as well as the memory of being able to see this blanket years and years to come. That's what's really going to last and be a lot more sentimental than a dinner. So let me show you how to make your Valentine's Day special. Go ahead and head to your local fabric store and check out the fleece section of the store. You're going to see a whole bunch of different patterns. You're going to need 2 pieces of fabric, one for the front and one for the back. Just as a tip, the pattern fabric is more expensive, so if you want to save money, head on over to that solid section and just get a complementary color to match the pattern section. In addition to paying attention to the sales that the store has for fabric, also make sure you get the anti-pill plush fleece. If not, your blanket's going to feel like sandpaper in 2 years. We're going to start by cutting off what is known as the selvage edge. It's that white piece along the perimeter, and it actually helps you determine the right side from the wrong side of the fabric. So if you look at it, there's writing on it, but if the writing is the correct way, right side up, that's how you know it's the correct side and the side that you want on the outside of the blanket. You're going to take your 2 pieces of fabric, lay them on top of each other with the right side out, and smooth it out nice and flat. Now it's time to begin cutting. You're going to cut a square out of each corner. I would estimate this square to be about 4 or 5 inches wide, but you're going to make it the exact same size on each corner. Now it's time to cut the fringes that we're going to eventually tie together. They're going to be about 1.5 inches. You don't want them too skinny because it's going to take forever to finish the blanket, and if they're too big, the blanket's going to be really hard to tie. You're going to cut the length of the fringe up to the top of the boxes that you cut out earlier. The key to moving fast with this project is making sure you have a good pair of scissors. I would recommend the Fiskars brand. Those scissors are about $12 because if you get cheap scissors, it won't cut. If you value precision like me, you have to tie it in a specific way so it ends up with a certain look, with having one pattern of fabric on one side but the fringe the opposite pattern, and then vice versa on the other side. So you'll have to watch me closely and I'll explain how to do it. There's going to be 2 ties for each section, and it's that initial tie that you do when you first tie your shoes. The first tie, you're going to make sure the fabric that's on top of the blanket goes through the hole. So you see the space pattern, that is what went through the hole first. You tie it tight and the knot goes side to side. On the second tie, you're going to make sure the fabric that's on the bottom fringe, so underneath it's strawberries for this blanket, that is the piece of fringe that's going to go through the hole, and when you tie it tight, you're going to make sure it goes up and down. You're going to feel a little tug of the fabric coming all the way through that knot, and when you feel that pull, that means you're done tying it and you can go ahead and pull it through and lay it flat. Teamwork really makes the dream work here, working together, enjoying one another, and getting it done. Here's the final look. We love it, and it took about an hour for the small version. For a larger version, it'll take about an hour and a half. You take your finished product, your blanket, spread it out, you and your boo, and get to relaxing. For more creative and cozy craft content, like and subscribe. Thank you. Living my life like it's